The immortal John Hancock here, and today I'm talking about collecting Atari oddities. There's so many other things to collect other than cartridge releases, standard cartridge releases, and the consoles. I'm here to talk about just a few of them. You know, Atari's been around a long time, and there's a lot of just really neat oddities to collect, and I love talking about oddities. And here's just a few things to just consider. You know, there's many people collecting many different things out there, and you do you. So I'm not here to tell you what to collect. I'm just here to share a sample of what is out there. I enjoy collecting, and I've enjoyed my journey along the way. And here are a few things that I've came across or been sent or purchased or made. And so I'm going to show a little bit of everything in this video. So here we go. Recently, Atari released Yars Rising. What a lot of people don't know is there was a promotional media cart sent out to a few people. So this is Yars Rising, and this is actually a special edition box copy of Yars Revenge. And, you know, I'm going to open it up for you. So here's the actual cart. Albert from Atari Age made this for Atari Kotek training program. So it's really just kind of a neat variation. And I'm going to show a lot of different things in this video. Just a sample of what's out there. But you know what? It's so much fun to collect different things. And it's just unique to see all the different setups out there and all the different things. But here's the actual cart. Had to show that. Pretty awesome. So different label, but the actual game is just Yars Revenge, but still pretty awesome. There's also some trading cards. You can collect, trading cards or promo cards talking about characters from the game, which they sent. Stickers with QR codes on the back. That's pretty awesome as well. Really neat that those things, those typically go out to media. There's also press kits. There's even systems that go out, press kit systems, and that is something that's fun to collect. Those are limited in supply and typically go out to media, but that's something special to have in a collection. Those things are kind of neat. You also have weird stuff, comic books, things that are connected to a game. This is Yars Rising comic book coming out soon. But maybe you want to go more vintage, and there's lots of things out there in the vintage section that you can pursue, and I'm here to talk about a few of them. Okay, you have stuff like this. This is fairly affordable. You can find these on eBay. Computers for People, Atari. That's kind of a cool button. You have lots of pins. I know Atari Lynx had a whole enamel pin line, and those are kind of fun to collect and, put on hats and stuff. This is an oddity. This is like a mold for a cartridge shell, original, but it's clear. And I don't know the story behind this. There's only half of it. And so it's pretty interesting. I don't know if it was a test run for the Atari 7800, but I've had this in my collection a long time. I purchased it from a friend at a Portland Retro Gaming Expo probably easily 10 years ago. But maybe you're more in like the prototype and pre-production. Maybe you like to collect prototype and pre-production carts. I have 4 for the Atari 7800 from the original line, and this is these are pre-production. They are final ROMs on here, but it is on a prototype board. That's for Ms. Pac-Man, my favorite game of all time, Robotron. So to have one of these of my favorite games, so awesome. General Computer Corporation too, stamped on the board, so it's legit. Pole Position and Galaga. So these are pretty awesome to have. Cool stuff like that is always neat to have in a collection. You also had demo cartridges, and what these were is these typically would run a program at a store to show a particular console. Hey, this is what's offered on this, or something to play. This was for the Atari XE game system. And these are, I think you could get these aftermarket at a few Atari wholesalers back in the day. I've had this in my collection for a bit. Some other prototypes and weird in-store demonstration cartridges for the Atari 400, 800 computers. And then this is a pre-production Star Raiders, made possibly in-house. Got that recently too in California, near my hometown. And then these are prototypes, joust in pole position. With just, there's like a different PCB inside. Other prototypes, Subscan for Sega. Label's not in the best shape. You have Sega, you have Spy Hunter. That's kind of cool. And then this is kind of neat. This is King Kong, and the actual release was on a blue shell, but this one was brown, so it's like a prototype with just like a label. So you have stuff like that. But maybe you want to go different and away from just games in itself. You know, I got this for a PRGE display a few years back when I brought my Pac-Man collection, and this is an Atari like Frisbee promoting Pac-Man. That type of stuff is really neat to have. And there's lots. There's mobile displays. There's lots of clothes. I'm going to show a couple items that I have and some hats. So yeah, you have like an Atari disc that's vintage. That's kind of neat. You have weird stuff like this Atari shot glass set. This came out in 2009. So you have this, and it's a 6-set Asteroid, Centipede, Pong, Battlezone, Breakout, and Missile Command. So as you know, I'm a huge hat person. I absolutely love collecting Atari hats. Just a few. This is probably my favorite, and I got this from the artist who created it. And he also sent me this, which was a promotional Tempest bag. And I absolutely love this bag. I take this bag to all my conventions. Some people, if you see me, I have this. Anyways, that's my special bag. Got some hats. This is a hat that I really like. There's a lot of different hats Atari's made. This is one of my favorite. And I actually like this Camp Atari one they sent me. And so stuff like this, you can get some merchandise at Atari still. But there's a lot of different clothes and things to collect, and I just love the beauty of it all. Like, there's so many different things to collect for Atari. This is just a small sample. I just wanted to talk about just how wonderful it is to collect different things out there. And they're not all expensive. You know, this stuff is not like, some of this stuff is rare that I showed, but some of it's not. Like, you can just purchase it. And it's just kind of fun. Like the Atari 50 shirt, you know, when they were celebrating the 50th anniversary of Atari. And you know what? It's just neat to have these things. You know, I do like it when people comment like, oh, I remember that. And they share a story about how a shirt or an item that takes them back to, you know, their childhood or something to remember. Recently, I just purchased this bag, this Atari travel bag, and I really like it. And so that's an oddity. You know, that's a conversation starter. That's something where, you know, I can share this and, you know, it becomes a conversation. And there's just so many awesome things to collect for Atari. It's just a small sample. But yeah, stuff connected to media, pins, promotional items, flyers. Some people just specialize on documentation. There's just so many wonderful things out there to collect for this iconic company and others too. So you might be a fan of PlayStation, Sega, Nintendo. You know, that goes down the road of amazing awesomeness where you can collect things that aren't video games themselves, but promoting video games, art, you name it. In the comments below, do you collect anything related to Atari, and what is it? And what does your collection look like? Also, you can go the route of Homebrew and aftermarket. You know, I am a publisher of Atari themed video games, and I have a whole line of video games that I actually promote and sell at in-person game conventions. I offer the digital offerings online, and you can go to my itch.io where you can check out some of my games that I own and publish. And anyways, Catacombs of Chaos is a game that I'm going to be offering at the upcoming Portland Retro Gaming Expo. And these are fun little projects made in small batches. It's an aftermarket game, but you know, it's a lot of fun. And these are the types of things that you can have in your collection that make it kind of custom, because they're made in small batches, as well as I'm offering a new version of Block'em Sock'em for the Atari 7800 and in television in person at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo. It's projects like this that celebrate gaming, and you do you. You know, you collect what you want, and in the comments below, let me know, what do you collect? Do you have a specific theme, or are you all over the place? Thank you so much. I had fun just showing kind of a cool collector's video, and want to thank everybody for coming to my channel. If you like what you see, consider hitting that like and subscribe button and clicking the bell, as I'm uploading videos every week. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. This is the immortal John Hancock, and you take care.